Why is it open season on Russell Wilson?
So this is fascinating. I think that the general sports fan, this isn't necessarily my cup of tea, but what the general sports fan wants is a touch of fake. Meaning these guys are rich and famous, incredibly confident, and they want a little humility, right? They want a little fake. I would prefer authentic, jerk to fake nice guy. But that's I'm out of the mainstream, right? Russell Wilson, but what nobody wants is transparently fake. What nobody wants is, dude, you rehearsed this. You clearly don't believe what you're saying. And Russell Wilson has crossed the Rubicon of no one believes you ever. And he seems to, at times, even on the sideline getting yelled at by Purcell, that he is going through, and I know this is psychoanalysis and it's not fair, but it's what my gut is. He, instead of reacting like the competitor that he is, he's taking the extra beat of how would the Russell Wilson character respond here? And which is why he's like, yeah, okay. Like, I think people, you know what I think could have turned, at least partially, the Russell Wilson stuff, is if when Purcell yelled at him, he took his helmet off and yelled back, hey, man, we're whatever it is. And it also didn't help that Nathaniel Hackett was a foot away saying like, oh, boy, sounds like something's going on back there, boys. But I think that everyone thinks he's fake. And I don't think people like fake. And it doesn't help that he's been horrible.
Yeah.
But it is shocking to me how much Schadenfreude everyone that has played with him seems to be taking in this. That from Carroll to, it's not just Richard Sherman and Doug Baldwin. It's everybody seems to want to, take an extra shot at him up to and including, but even the wristband thing. I don't know if you guys noticed this. I'm sure you did, but I don't know if you talked about it. So the wristband mini controversy happens. And then 2 days later, he's at the press conference wearing a wristband. And it's like, buddy, like come on. Like, and so I don't know.
I agree with you. When Purcell yells at him, now not many marquee quarterbacks, franchise quarterbacks get dressed down by a defensive lineman. You could see him kind of go, wait, what? And instead of grabbing Purcell by the shoulder pads and like banging helmets and going, yes, let's go, whatever it might be, I agree with you. I mentioned that he seemed shocked and then didn't know how to react to that because he didn't have time to prepare to react.
To prepare.
Yeah.
Right. That's the thing is that's what you tell your kids, which is, and it's not you tell your kids. I mean, it's an old thing, which is if you don't lie, you don't ever have to remember anything. You know what I mean? You ask the question, you tell the truth. You don't have to think. If you're always yourself or more often than not yourself, you can just react. And I don't think he feels comfortable doing that. And I don't know, at this point, you almost feel badly for the guy because in addition to everyone going after him, I thought he was a player on the decline. One of my strongest bets this year was the Broncos under. I didn't believe in him. But nobody, myself included, thought they would be the worst offense in football. And every week is the same. That's the other frustrating thing for a Broncos fan. It's not like, okay, 1 week they figured it out and scored 30. Every week they score 16 points. Every week they're 3 yards a pass. It's the same script no matter who the opponent is.
We created a T-shirt, the Broncos T-shirt. Fritzy, you want to give Nick what the T-shirt is?
Run, incomplete punt. Let's ride.
Yeah, because I apologize. Is Fritzy's the Broncos fan or C?
Okay, Fritzy is. Yeah.
You know, Fritzy, that the Broncos went 47 years without back-to-back losing seasons.
Yeah, it's
And now
beyond
they have
frustrating.
6 in a row.
It's horrible.
Man. Yeah.
Let's ride.
That's what you get. You guys were mean to me. It might have been your father mean to me at Arrowhead Stadium when I was a child. And you guys would come in there with old John Elway and Shannon Sharp and kick our ass and beat us in the playoffs when we were 13-3. And Elway would drive down the field. And you guys were mean to me as a child. And now it's finally coming back to haunt you. We have the greatest quarterback to ever live. You guys have $250 million and Mr. Quite Limited. How's that feel?
And we haven't beaten you guys in like 7 years at least.
Paul,
It's 14 games in a row. The Broncos are this bad. They haven't played the Chiefs yet. They have 2 left against us.